Healthcare, the second worst performer this year, with pharma names under pressure. Those valuations also nearing 15-year lows, and that, combined with increased clarity on the Trump administration's drug pricing efforts, has us wondering whether the sector now offers investors value or if it's still a value trap. Joining us now to discuss is BMO Capital Markets' Evan David Seigerman. Evan, great to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
It feels like what we learned from the Pfizer announcement yesterday is that drug companies can give in to Trump's demands without actually giving over too much. And that is a huge positive for the stock and for the sector. How much does this sort of clear the air for this group?
I think over the course of the year, especially after Liberation Day, tariffs, MFN, or most favored nations pricing has been a real overhang for the sector, really scaring away the generalist investor. Yes, you could make money in Lilly, but of course you go back to 2Q when they had the orforglipron data and that reversed. So I think with this out of the way and a reprieve on tariffs for 3 years with Pfizer, we expect other deals to be inked. That could definitely help the sector and get more generalists into the space. I want to highlight that among these names, looking at value, we talk about the valuation disconnects between Novo and Lilly. I don't know if Novo is going to fare so well here, right? They're a European company, and I think that a lot of this applies to the homegrown, Pfizer's, Lilly's of the world. So I'm curious to see how Trump interacts with Novo Nordisk, for example.
I wanted to focus in on Pfizer because it has been such a dog for so long, Evan. But with this announcement yesterday, coupled with the Metsera acquisition and the positive mid-stage readout yesterday on Metsera's long-acting GLP-1 candidate, I don't know, it feels like there's a different attitude, a different sentiment around Pfizer. It's up another 7% today. Do you see that as being a value here? It's mid-single-digit valuation, 7% yield.
Most definitely. And that's why we've been positive on Pfizer, even when it wasn't so cool or in vogue. We saw that upside from the dividend. And now with the Metsera acquisition, I think they could be a credible player in obesity. The data was good, highlighting that their due diligence process was done well. And then in terms of the fact that they are in good graces with the administration, whether it comes to tariffs, concerns around drug pricing, I could see further multiple expansion. Of course, they do have some issues with their loss of exclusivity products, but many of the pharma names that I cover do. And I think that as long as they stay the course in terms of margin expansion and developing their pipeline, they're in good shape.